Hello students. Today we are going to start the last topic of prose section, that is 1.8, voyaging towards excellence. Before that, 1.7, why we travel, is cancelled from the syllabus. So it is, you have to skip that, why we travel 1.7. Okay, so let us start voyaging towards excellence. Before that, let us see the icebreakers. There are different ways. First one, different ways to travel from one place to another for different purposes. Discuss with your partner and match the words given below in table A with the meanings B. So, if you read the words from A, column A, cruise, expedition, camp, trip, excursion, picnic, and voyage. So, let us start. First, cruise. See, the answer of the cruise is 7 number, a journey on a boat or ship to a number of places. A journey on a boat or ship to a number of places. Expedition, your answer is 6, a journey especially by a group of people for a specific purpose. Camp is a place usually away from urban areas where tents are erected for shelters. Trip, number 3, a brief pleasure outdoor visit. Then excursion is number 4, a short journey to a place with a particular purpose. Then picnic, a short visit to an outdoor place where people celebrate, enjoy, and eat meals. Then the last one, voyage is, the answer of voyage is 1, a long journey on a ship. Okay, so second activities, let us read the second activities. It's a web chart. Discuss the following with your partner and complete the web. So, what the web, the center part of the web gives you the clue. Qualities required for excellence. Qualities required for excellence. So, when you say excellence, the best work, you can call it as an excellence. So, what qualities are required for excellence in your work? Two are given, hard work and vision. So, more you can add for the qualities which are needed for excellence. To achieve excellence, you can add, write talent. You can also write imagination, creativity, risk or courage, innovation, and patience. You can add more to that if you want. So, these were our icebreakers. Now we will turn our page number 78. Let us read the introduction of the writer of this topic, Voyaging Towards Excellence, Achyut Godbole. Achyut Godbole, see, this is the photograph, was born in 1950, is well known for his writings in Marathi and English. He is a prolific writer in various genres and has produced numerous original works as well as adaptations of works from other languages into Marathi. His writing style is informative and yet very informal. He became a chemical engineer from IIT Mumbai in 1972 and held top management positions in companies of great repute. This autobiographical sketch, penned by Achyut Godbole, depicts his journey from a middle class schoolboy to a famous writer. He was a successful manager of Patni Computer Systems. He headed many other reputed companies and later became a famous writer. The present write-up discusses his quest for excellence, how he developed a thirst for knowledge. He discusses at length the ingredients, essentials of success, and the ways to achieve it. So, it's an biographical sketch, means written his real experience. Okay, by autobiographical sketch, when the writer is writing his own experiences or life story, it's called autobiography. So it's an autobiographical sketch, a short article or a short write up on that. So let us read Voyaging Towards Excellence. So when we read, when we look at the meanings here, our icebreakers. First activity, there had the word voyage. Actually, see, the voyage means what? A long journey on a ship is called voyage. Especially a ship, when you are traveling by a ship, is called, that travel is called voyage. Okay, so voyaging towards excellence. You also know the meaning of excellence. So if you want to achieve excellence in your life, he's not discussing, or he's not using the term success, but excellence. So these two concepts are very different, success and excellence. So what is excellence? The top quality work, the top quality you are giving in your work, that is called, you can say, excellence. Let us read. I had a very simple upbringing. Upbringing means when you are growing up. Okay, when you are growing up from your childhood to a youth, your parents are upbringing you. Okay, your parents are upbringing you. We were a lower middle class family. Our 300 square feet house did not even have basic amenities such as a fan, a refrigerator, a geyser, a dining table, or a gas stove, leave alone an air conditioner or a car. It was only when I entered the college that I got a watch, and we got a dining table and a gas stove at home. Nevertheless, culturally, I had a rich childhood. Okay, see the contrast. He says that he was from lower class family, lower middle class, that many basic fulfilling the things which fulfill our basic needs, these things were also not available at his house, as a geyser or a fan or a gas stove or dining table. Okay, but he says that he was culturally very rich. Culturally rich, in what sense culturally rich? He got lot of knowledge of different things. See how he explains it. Nevertheless, culturally, I had a rich childhood. Poets like Vinda Karandikar, Mangesh Padgaonkar, and Vasant Bapat used to visit our homes, and for hours I could listen to the discussions about poetry and literature, Marathi and English. They used to talk about Keshav Sut, Mardhekar, Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, and Thomas Hardy. So the poets which he has mentioned, these poets are from, these poets are from Marathi, and they are very very well known poets. Vinda Karandikar, Mangesh Padgaonkar, Vasant Bapat. So he says that they used to discuss, and as a child he used to listen to their talk. And these people, these great poets, used to talk about another poets in from Marathi and English literature. Keshav Sut, Mardekar are the Marathi poets, and Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, Thomas Hardy are the English writers. I did not fully understand their discussions in depth, but I was immensely impressed. So did not fully understand their discussions in depth. मतलब वो क्या बोल रहे थे, बोल रहे तभी बोलते थे, वो कहता है कि उसको उनको उतना समझ नहीं आता था, लेकिन ही वॉज इमेंसली इम्प्रेस्ड. इमेंसली मीन्स डीपली इम्प्रेस्ड. उनका प्रभाव, उनका इन्फ्लुएंस बहुत ही ज़्यादा उनके मन पे था. वी ऑल्सो वेर लकी टू हैव पंडित कुमार गंधर्व, पंडित भीमसेन जोशी एंड पंडित जसराज विजिट अवर प्लेस and talk about Indian music till late night or sometimes dawn. बहुत बहुत ग्रेट आर्टिस्ट, ग्रेट पोएट्स, राइटर्स आया करते थे उनके घर. जैसे पोएट्स देखा हमने, वैसे ही म्यूजिशियंस, वोकल म्यूजिशियंस, पंडित गंधर्व, कुमार गंधर्व, भीमसेन जोशी, पंडित जसराज, दीज आर द वोकलिस्ट, द फेमस वोकलिस्ट फ्रॉम इंडियन क्लासिकल म्यूजिक. भारतीय शास्त्रीय संगीत के उपासक जिनको कहा जा सकता है, वोकलिस्ट जिनको कहा जा सकता है, ऐसे बड़े बड़े सिंगर्स not singers in common language, but these were the people who were the vocalists from Indian classical music. दे ये भी आया करते थे उनके घर पे, और बहुत देर रात तक, कभी कभी सुबह तक, समटाइम्स डॉन, DAWN, सुबह तक पूरे पूरी इतना देर तक वो क्या करते थे, दे यूज टू टॉक अबाउट इंडियन म्यूजिक. दिस इज हाउ एंड वाई आई डेवलप्ड माई इंटरेस्ट इन लिटरेचर एंड म्यूजिक ड्यूरिंग माई स्कूल डेज. तो बहुत छोटे थे स्कूल में, तभी से उनके ऊपर लिटरेचर एंड म्यूजिक का क्या हुआ, इन्फ्लुएंस हुआ. आई डिड नॉट and even today don't understand the grammar of music, but I began to love it tremendously since then. Tremendously means very very great. यहाँ पे दिया in great extent. Tremendously love what, the music. म्यूजिक का ग्रामर समझ में नहीं आता था, मतलब क्या कि म्यूजिक में जो राग रहते हैं, पढ़ा म्यूजिक का जो स्केल है, स्केल होगा, स्केल है, बीट्स हैं, लय है, और बहुत सारे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट राग्स है उसमें, जो क्लासिकल म्यूज़िक में रहता है. वो कहता है कि इतना डीप में मुझे समझ में नहीं आता था, लेकिन मुझे बहुत ही पसंद आने लगा म्यूज़िक सुनना और म्यूज़िक के बारे में सुनना. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स द टॉपिक्स ऑफ डिस्कशंस एट आवर होम were about music, literature, paintings, sculptures, etc. I could listen to the discussions about Van Gogh, Mozart, and Michelangelo. It was a great. It was because of such a milieu around me that I had a firm belief, which I still hold, that all arts are equally, if not more, if not more important in our lives than science or technology. I had learned from my childhood that money does not mean everything in life. It is necessary, but if at all there is something which enriches our lives and puts meaning to our existence, it is the arts, music, and literature. सी कितनी अच्छी बात कही इस पैराग्राफ में राइटर ने. तो जैसे छोटे थे तब से उन्होंने लिटरेचर, म्यूज़िक, पेंटिंग्स के बारे में भी बहुत डिस्कशंस वो सुनते थे, जो हमने देखा वन गो, मोजार्ट, माइकल एंजेलो, दीज आर द पेंटर्स, ग्रेटेस्ट पेंटर्स. उनके पेंटिंग के बारे में सुनना, पोएट्स के बारे में सुनना, म्यूज़िक के बारे में सुनना, ये सुनते सुनते बड़े हो गए. नॉट डाउट दैट ही इज़ अ ग्रेट इंजीनियर, ही बिकेम अ ग्रेट इंजीनियर, बट स्टिल उनका फर्म बिलीफ क्या है, उनका मानना है कि आर्ट्स एंड म्यूज़िक एंड लिटरेचर, दीज थ्री आर इक्वली इम्पॉर्टेंट एज द साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. अपने लाइफ में जितना इम्पोर्टेंस साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी को है, ओके, जितना वो इम्प्रूव करता है अपना लाइफ, वैसे ही आर्ट्स, म्यूज़िक एंड लिटरेचर भी हमको एनरिच करता है. इट मेक्स अस रिच, हमारे लाइफ को मीनिंग देता है. आर्ट्स, म्यूज़िक एंड literature, they are also equally important. So a very great saying is told here by the writer. This is not to say that I did not like science or mathematics. तो ऐसी बात नहीं कि एक साइड लिया तो दूसरी साइड गलत, ऐसा होता है ना आजकल. तो वो यही है, एक साइड को बोलो आप तो बाकी मतलब सारे समझते हैं इसका मतलब ये आप इसके खिलाफ है. आर्ट्स और म्यूज़िक की साइड लिया इसका मतलब है वो साइंस के खिलाफ है, ऐसे नहीं है. इनफैक्ट आई लव दिस सब्जेक्ट्स, हाउएवर आई डिड नॉट स्टडी दैम ओनली फॉर स्कोरिंग मैक्सिमम मार्क्स इन द एग्जामिनेशंस. आई यूज टू स्टडी दिस सब्जेक्ट और एनी सब्जेक्ट फॉर दैट मैटर फॉर इट्स इनहेरेंट ब्यूटी. इनहेरेंट मतलब यहाँ पे दिया है देखो, इनहेरेंट मीन्स एग्जिस्टिंग इन समथिंग एज परमानेंट, जो अलग नहीं कर सकते आप, दैट इज इनहेरेंट. एग्जिस्टिंग जो अपने अंदर है, रहता है, वो है इनहेरेंट. तो जो भी टॉपिक में, जो भी सब्जेक्ट में, हर सब्जेक्ट की एक ब्यूटी रहती है, हर सब्जेक्ट का एक सोल रहता है, सोल, दैट इज़ द ब्यूटी ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट. जो हम अलग नहीं कर सकते उससे। तो इसके लिए वो पढ़ाई करते थे, इसी को हम वो देखते थे। वो कहते हैं पढ़ाई करते वक्त सिर्फ मार्क्स स्कोर करने के लिए नहीं। आई फाउंड न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ मोशन ब्यूटीफुल एंड पाइथागोरम थ्योरम एलिगेंट। एलिगेंट मतलब यहाँ पे दिया है ग्रेसफुल और स्टाइलिश इन अपीयरेंस और मैनर। जो थ्योरम है, मोशन है, उसमें मुझे ब्यूटी लगा, उसमें मुझे कुछ ग्रेस लगा। आई लव्ड सॉल्विंग प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ फिजिक्स एंड मैथमेटिक्स of the ninth standard when I was in the seventh. Not to show off, but just because I used to get involved in solving them. I used to love problem solving and used to enjoy finding out the most elegant method of solving them. Obviously, these problems were not a part of the curriculum, but I enjoyed the whole process. This attitude of looking beyond marks or examinations and to seek joy in solving any challenging problem helped me to develop a problem solving attitude, which came handy when I appeared for my IIT entrance, that is JEE, because this exam is completely based on your problem solving ability and the ability to think not only logically but quickly and rapidly. So, most of the students, you students, science students, you may go for entrance exam, IIT entrance exam, JEE exams, or other entrance exams. So, when you are going for these exams, entrance exams, engineering specifically, so he says that there are mostly problem solving questions are there. So, these problem solving technique he developed in initially only when he was in the school and when he was like you as a teenager. He says that he loved the process of solving the problem, whether the problem is from the maths or physics. It is not important, the answer only is not important, but the way to go, the journey, the process that he followed to get the answer, that he enjoyed a lot. And when you start enjoying in this way, you love your study, you love your work, you love your study, and then it is mostly helpful for you in your higher studies. So it's a very very important. Whatever I read now, this the last paragraph is also is giving you, will give you, definitely it will give you a new concept or new attitude to look at your subject at which you may find something difficult or something like beyond your understanding. But if you change your attitude like the writer has, then you also will start loving the problem solving method, or the in maybe it from any subject like maths or physics. Okay, so here we will stop today.